Hey there, how's it going? My name is David, you're watching Kai City RC, and on today's episode, Kitazo, it's finally here! The Super DogFighter Yokomo YZ-870C, the much anticipated, long awaited re-release from Yokomo. I didn't think it would come before the end of the year, but arrived a couple of hours ago. Normally I don't do unboxings on my channel, it's not really my thing, but considering the interest in this kit and the fact that it seems that we've got it first, which is a rarity. Usually in Japan we don't get the kits first, but for whatever reason we seem to be first. I figured I'd do an unboxing and show everybody what you get in the box. So without further ado, let's get into it. First thing, you can probably tell already, it's kind of small. Similar size to the Genova box and the Dirt Master. It's a lot smaller than you would expect. I love this. It's got the old style Yokomo logo on. I wish they'd keep that. I think this one is just a better logo, but you know, things move on, don't they? So if you're not familiar, and to be honest, I am not that up on old Yokomos. I grew up in England and there were some about, but I don't ever recall seeing one at my local track. The late 80s was dominated by Schumacher and Optima, Kyosho's Optima Mid. I don't ever recall seeing a 870C Super DogFighter. So this was, and if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. First released around 1987. It didn't show up in America until about 2 years later, I think. The 870C wasn't available in the States. It later appeared as, I think, the Yokomo YZ-10. A few minor differences, upgrades, but yeah, the USA didn't get this version. We did in England, but like I said, I don't remember ever seeing one. This one, well, this was driven by Masami Hirosaka, and it won the 1989 World Championship, which I believe was in, where was it? I think it was in Australia. Because he won the double that year. I think he won the two-wheel drive with a Schumacher, and then he won the four-wheel drive with this. So yeah, the fact that the Yokomo finally re-released it, and I just love the fact that the box, as far as I can tell, is exactly the same as the original, including the English spelling mistake, popular, but still, yeah, to be able to get one of these, I never thought I'd be able to get one of these, so it's so good that they're re-releasing it. So what can I tell you? I haven't cracked open the box yet, so English and Japanese all in the box. So I really like what Yokomo have done. As far as I know, they didn't keep any of the original molds, and so when they wanted to do re-release, the only option was to recreate it. So get one of the existing vintage buggies and basically take it apart and recreate it from scratch. And that meant they had the opportunity to modify and modernize the buggy. So a different kind of approach, more like a Kyosho's approach, I guess, rather than Tamiya's. And so although this is it's true to the original, it had a lot of upgrades and minor changes to make it suitable for modern electronics. So this will run shorty LiPo packs. It's got gear diffs front and rear. I think the original had ball diff at the back. Again, my memory is not that great. Universals, what else is different? It's now got a slipper clutch, which is basically it's taken off modern day Yokomos. All set up for brushless and LiPo, but the chassis does have cutouts so that if you want to run subsea batteries, you can do, basically go really old school on it. A lot of the parts have been modernized, but they've done it in such a way that superficially it still looks exactly the same as it did all those years ago. So hopefully when it's built up, you get the sense of nostalgia, but at the same time it's in a package that you can run on modern day circuits with modern day electronics. Anyway, let's crack it open and see what we got. Christmas has come twice for me this year so far. I've recently picked up a Tamiya TT02 SRX. I'm starting to do some on-road recently. So that was supposed to be my Christmas present, and then this as well. But I mean, I ordered this way back in October, November time, so I've been waiting quite a while. Okay. Oh. Can we see it on this side? No, we don't. Here we go. Unboxing the Yokomo YZ-870C Super DogFighter. Let's pop this off to the side. Hopefully the camera angle is good. It's not something I don't usually film from this angle, but there we go. So what we got, first of all, vintage meat. I've actually already registered for this. I got an email day before yesterday. Yokomo are going to hold a vintage fan meeting in cooperation with Dajikon magazine. Held at the Tsukuba RC Park. I've been there earlier in the summer, so I'll put a link in the description for the video for that. They're going to do a vintage meet, specifically as an event to mark the release of this, but it's actually open to any vintage chassis. Highlights are going to be Hirosaka Masami-san is going to be there, as well as his father, the mechanic, and somebody else. I'm sorry, I forget the name, but another driver from back in the day. So there's going to be quite a few special guests there. We're going to be running outdoors on the dirt track and also indoors on the carpet track. Super excited. I will of course be taking this along, and I will of course shoot video of the event. So this is a manual supplement. I guess there are a few errors in the original manual, and so we've got a few corrections. It just looks like screw lengths, to be honest. Yeah, the screw lengths. Next, it includes body and undercowl. Yokomo's homepage, it says in English, and I read it last night and it got me a bit concerned. It actually says in English, body, wing, tires, wheels and motor are not included in the kit. And I read that and I'm like, I'm sure you get the body in the kit, but yeah, I think it was another error on their part. But yes, this is the undercowl that goes under the chassis. Then we have the body itself. Very good quality. Yeah, this is really nice. You can tell this is a modern day mold because the mold lines are very clearly defined. It's definitely a good quality body. Easy to see the cut lines as well. By the way, I haven't decided on a color scheme. I know I'm not going to go box art, but I'm not exactly sure what color scheme I'm going to go with. I'll surprise everybody, but it won't be box art. Next up, wheels. Classic wheel design and vivid pink. I think these are 1.9. What else we got? Tires. Again, recreations of the original tires as well. Then rear wing. The rear wing is a little on the soft side, and my experience will tell me that it won't last long with frequent crashing. But it is what it is. It's a recreation of the wing that they had back in the day. What else we got? The main chassis plate, FRP. And you can see here it's got the cutouts for the subsea battery packs if you wanted to run them. You don't have to, and I will be just installing the Shorty LiPo. I tend to use LiPo more than anything now, although because I'm planning to participate in the Tamiya Challenge this year, I need to pick up some Lifey battery packs and start running those. Over here, if you want to race in Tamiya's official races, you've got to use the Lifey batteries. So there's the main chassis plate. And then we've got a bag with some oils, 5,000, I'm guessing that's the diff. 400 and 300, so I'm guessing these are front and rear shocks. And then we've got one big bag with everything in it. Everything in it. It's sealed, but in here we've got, all the bags are numbered. Bag number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can see, this looks very familiar if you've been running YZ-2s. Slipper clutch, gears, diff cases. A lot of the plastics are in the natural white color, which is very, very old school. Actually, I'll pull this open, why not? Most disorganized unboxing video ever. The award goes to Kai City RC. What we got? Let's pull these all out. Apologies if this sounds really loud on the microphone, which it probably does. Right. Where are we? 8, 3. Ooh, okay. Bag number 1. The aluminium, machined aluminium gearbox cases. Oh, they look really nice. They look really, really nice. Very nice. That's bag number 1. Bag number 2, we have the spur gear and slipper clutch assembly. Very familiar if you've been built any recent Yokomos. It's pretty much the same that you get on most current Yokomos. Bag 3, we've got diff cases, plastic, good quality plastic. This include gaskets, what we got, plastic bevel gears, what else can I see in here, metal out drives, bearings obviously, O-rings, pretty much metal cross pins as well, standard gear diffs. Bag 4, where are you? Bag 4, we have the front and rear shock stays, damper stays, the gearbox covers in that natural off-white plastic, the drive belt, rear stabilizer bar, and a few other bits and pieces, a few bearings in there as well. That's bag 4. Bag 5. Bag 5 contains the low suspension arms, and they seem to be really beefy. The front uprights, front knuckles, machined aluminium, very, very nice quality. Rear uprights as well. The wheel hubs, 4 pre-built universals or CVDs. I can never remember whether it's universal or CVD. I get corrected on that a lot. Big stack of E-rings, that's going to be fun, and a big stack of bearings as well. That's bag 5. Bag 6, you have turnbuckles, upper arms, steering rods, servo saver connections, again in that natural colored plastic. That's bag 6. Bag 7 we've got is the dampers, plastic caps, plastic collars, looks to be aluminium bodies, looks like it's a double O-rings. They actually look pretty short, to be honest. Bag 7, damper parts. Bag 8, we've got the LiPo battery stay, some servo horns, battery holder, pinion gear. Pinion gear is included in the kit, and a few other odds and ends. Bag 9 is just a handful of screws. I guess these are needed for some later part in the build. And the last one, bag 10, is the front bumper and rear wing mount, wire rear wing mount. And that's pretty much it. In the box, a 1-day free ticket to Scuba RC Park. I've got about 3 of these now. I really want to go, but it's quite a trek, and the expressway fees over here are crazily expensive, so it's not something I can do regularly. You get a decal sticker set, Super DogFighter World Champion, and it looks like a guide to Scuba RC Park in Japan. And then right at the bottom we have the, let me pop this open, instruction manual. We got here a decal sticker sheet, window masks, set of tools, and the instruction manual that looks very similar to the original one. You can actually download from Yokomo's homepage, so if you're interested, I downloaded it. It's an interesting read. You should go. It reminds you a lot of what kit building used to be like back in the day. The manual is very much, if you've built any Yokomos recently, you'll be right at home on this. It's very, very much Yokomo style, concise, easy to follow, follows a logical order. Yeah, this all looks pretty straightforward. I don't see famous last words. I don't see any tricky parts. Any options list, and doesn't seem to be any options list, or interestingly, spare parts list for spare parts. Usually at the back of the manual you would have a list of parts and parts codes. Not the case in this, unless it's in this supplement. Just a quick look, see if there's anything you need that you might not expect. Obviously all the radio electronics, motor, they're recommending anything from a 17.5 turn to 30.5 turn brushless, or a 21 to 27 turn brush motor. I plan to pick up what's going to be reissued in January. The name just escaped me at the moment. They're doing a brushed motor, period correct brush motor. I plan to pick up that. I do plan to go brushed with this, just because I'm old school. Paints, and that's it really. So everything you need is pretty much included in the kit. There we go. That has been the unboxing of the newly released YZ-A70C Super DogFighter from Yokomo. I'm on winter holidays now, so I'm going to crack on and get this built. Looking forward to seeing what it's like when it's all done. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. My name is David, and you've been watching Kai City RC.